Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, y'all? So, I hope you all had a good week. Okay, good week. I am on here maybe like an hour earlier than what I usually am, but I went to a seminar. So I was just like, just get this going. So I am going to start. This is a pick a card. Okay, haven't done those in a while. Pick a card reading for the spring equinox. Okay, so I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. Okay, so we are going to get into the reading. Okay, so we have three piles. There's three groups. Group number one is Citrine. Citrine. Group number two is Sunstone. Sunstone, bring it in, okay? And then number three, group three, you have Tiger's Eye, okay? Tiger's Eye. So take your time, breathe, really meditate on your pal, okay? And then we can get into it, okay? So one more time, breathe in. Last time, breathe in and out. So I hope you picked your pal here. Again, pal number one is Citrine. Pal or group number two is Sunstone. And pal number three is Tiger's Eye, okay? So I'm going to get into group number one. You pick Citrine, okay? So I already have the Oracle cards already pulled out, but I wanted to do the tarot separate. So let's get into it. This is the good tarot. So what messages do you have for my group number ones? What do they need to know right now with this spring equinox coming? This fresh energy, this shift. Okay, Aries season. Okay, right off the bat, Eight of Water, that's Eight of Cups. You leaving something behind, okay? Message from air, too, is talking about clarity. You may have been in a hard, dark place. I'm getting. It was some lessons you had to learn with the Page of Earth here. This might have to do around the family, the home. It might have to do with. I'm hearing children too. If you might have some issues with your children, especially around this time in the pandemic. Come on now. They probably even gave you a real hard time. And then also, earth energy is what? Finances, abundance, right? So you might have limiting beliefs when it comes to finances. Okay, the stimulus check is coming or already hit for some people. So you have to think about, you know, having a fresh perspective on finances, not no longer thinking in a limiting way or as immature, not really investing and saving and all that. So making sure this is what you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind. This is the Eight of Water here, leaving behind old habits and keeping what has worked for you and also gaining more knowledge so that way you can have peace, you can have clarity, right? In order to build wealth, build abundance, and no longer feeling like you're the victim because you're not. You're not the victim. I feel like the mind frame had a lot to do with it. Okay, the mind frame had a lot to do with it. And look, Six of Air, Six of Swords here. Okay, taking new heights, taking new flights. Okay, so with this, that's that new perspective. Cause look at that boat flying. Nobody, people say it can't be done. Watch me. Okay, that's what you're gonna say. Watch me. People doubting you, right? People doubting that you can't make the next move towards your transformation, or they feel like you're not worth it. Watch me is what you're gonna say because you about it. Look, full at the bottom, full at the bottom of the deck. Let's go. Taking that leap of faith, and that's one thing I meant to say in the beginning before I started talking about faith. Okay, making sure that you it's Hebrews 11:1, right? Let me pull it up real quick. Hebrews 11:1. That's all I need. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of. Hold on, I can't really see. What we do not see. That's not the version that I had. It was King James. Here it is. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So when people talk about manifestations and how you have to believe that it's already true, believe that it's already with you, that's faith, right? That's what Hebrews 11:1 is talking about, right? So walking by faith, not by sight. People are doubting you, okay, in this transformation because people are stuck thinking that you're just in this immature, childish way. But you have gained clarity, new perspective. This is what's happening for you. This is the lessons you have learned, okay? So you're going forth and making that transition to a better life. And that's so beautiful. I'm here for it, my group number ones. So I do have some Oracle cards here for you. We're going to pull. This is the Souls card. Yeah. I said it was definitely a dark time, and it's like definitely in her shadow phase, right? I feel like this winter, because I really feel like fall, winter was like Dark Night of the Soul season. So, hey, Desmond, I didn't even see you in here. Hey. But yeah, Dark Night of the Soul energy. Okay. So this is you releasing that. Okay. Coming out of that, embracing that. All right. And then we have, look, lavender. Beautiful. So you might want to incorporate this color throughout this weekend, this week. Have that focus during the spring equinox. It says connect the body, mind, and soul. And this number is 44. Let's go. That's stability. Okay? Stability. That's what you get. And you no longer have no limiting beliefs with that page of earth. That's beautiful. And then sixth house, routine. This is what's going to take you to the next level, to the next step. Developing a really good routine. It's all good to set intentions, but if you're not backing that up with a good routine or a good to try to make better habits for yourself, set reminders, then it's not going to be functional for you. You won't see that growth that you want. It will just be still stuck in the dream state. Okay, you want to bring it out to the physical, to reality. You have to get stuff done. Okay, um, the spring equinox is ruled by Mars. Okay, Mars is taking action. Okay, now I'm not telling you to go full force, burn yourself out. Have balance. Okay, but knowing, coming up with goals and setting different tasks in order. This is what I learned in my seminar today too. Setting different tasks to reach those goals. Okay, good. And then group number one, come on with this citrine yellow energy. Self-esteem. Self-esteem. This is beautiful. So it says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So not letting your gifts go to waste, right? That's that people think that you can't do it. Watch me. Don't let nobody tear you down. Don't let nobody stop you from what you already see in your mind's eye. Walk by faith, not by sight. Okay? Because you got it in the bag. Okay? And then the last card for you, number ones, is love. Love. Beautiful. It says, it's not about finding love. You are love itself. Come on, self esteem. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember I myself am love. Right? This is what I really feel like you have been working on, right? Leading up to this point. And now your self esteem is booming because you did the work on yourself. And now this is what we're about to see budding for the spring equinox because you letting all that go. Now, sometimes it might creep up. I ain't gonna lie. That's habit. We're human. But that's where this routine sets in to keep in a state of balance, right? To connect the mind, body, and soul. Okay? All right, my number ones. I hope you all enjoyed. Comment. Let me know. Let me know what's up. Okay? You can write a review. If you want a personal reading, let me know. I got you. Okay? All right. So we're going to get into group number 2. This is Sunstone. Really good heightening energy for the spring equinox. Oh, I need these. Anybody got plans for the spring equinox? I know here it's a place that does energy healing every third Saturday of the month. And I was like, ooh, it's the equinox and I can get energy healing. That's what I have planned. And I might go look at some plants. All right, this is for group number 2, Sunstone. Spirit, what messages, what guidance do you have for my group number 2s? Page of Water, this is in reverse. A lot of emotions dealing with the inner child. This really resonated with me. What was the first stone again? Yes, first stone was Citrine. Citrine. I'm glad it resonated with you, Desi. All right. So I have Page of Water. This is group number 2, Sunstone. 5 of Earth. This is in reverse too. Pull a couple more. 6 of Air. That came out in reverse. And let me take this one. Ace of Fire. So off the bat, group group number 2, you have all the elements here. Okay? All the elements here. You have water, earth, air, fire. But the only one upright is the fire. Ace of Fire. So I feel like once you get all the other elements in balance, it's a wrap. You're set to go. Now let's talk about this with your emotions, okay? You might need to take some time to assess your emotions. You might be really triggered, okay? And this is something that you need to work on. Very sensitive. I feel like you're also very intuitive too with these lotus flowers here. But there might be something that's blocking that, something that is putting you in a state where you might be too heightened a sensitivity where you might throw tantrums. Yes, as adults we throw tantrums. Right? Or it's to the point where you might be really so deep in your emotions where you get lost and you can't really see clearly. Okay? Why? Why are these emotions happening? Maybe because you don't feel like the changes you're making are really taking root with the 5 of Earth here. And 5 signify change. Okay? So if you might be trying to make changes in your life and there have been a lot of obstacles. And I can understand why, especially these past few weeks with Saturn. Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius, where Aquarius, you want to be free and do all this stuff. But Saturn is like, Queen Mother Lover said, yikes. Okay, yes. So there might have been some restrictions, some obstacles, okay? But know that what you're doing is necessary for your growth, okay? With this six of air, we go from the five to the six. Six of air, air has to do with the mind, okay? How can you bring harmony to the mind, right? You have to change your perspective on these things. And this is kind of similar to group number one a little bit when it comes to the earth energy about finances, abundance, the things that you're trying to do to bring more stability in your life, right? But if you take the time to work through your emotions, to work on your mindset, you would see significant change because your mind, coupled with your emotions, is hindering you from taking the steps you need to take. Okay, but once you get that in order, this is where this Ace of Fire comes in, the passion ignite. Okay, passion ignite. And this is when you're able to really see what it is and go for it. I really feel like there's a lack of motivation due to the issues that have gone on, the obstacles you tried and you got rejected. Okay, but rejection is God's protection. Okay, rejection is God's protection. I remember that. I know it's difficult, during the time, especially because you see what you want, but there's just more to learn. Just be open to learn, be open to grow and evolve, and don't feel bad of how you feel. If you throwing tantrums, if you crying, you got to release that, let it out. But know that there's better, a better way to handle these type of things, and it takes time to learn and grow from it. But bringing awareness to these blockages will help you in taking action to have a more fulfilling life. Okay. Good. So we're gonna get into your oracle cards. I already got them picked out. All right, this is the soul cards. Surrendering. Surrendering. Look at that. Being grounded, right? Because it's closed. The person is in red. So this is root chakra energy. So this is getting to the root of your fears, of your insecurities. Okay, making sure that you are letting it go. Uh, who else worries? Okay, who else worries a lot? Who else constantly thinking about the next thing? And yes, it probably got you so far because if I didn't worry about it, I wouldn't have made those goals and made things happen for myself. But it's an easier way to still get stuff done and not have to go through a mental battle every time. Letting go, being secure in yourself, and know that anytime, any moves you make is divinely guided, and that God, the spirit, source, the all, whatever you want to, put the title to it, has your back. You don't have to deal with this all on your own. I preach it to myself too. You don't have to worry about this stuff. It's minuscule in the grand scheme of life. Okay? Think 10, 20, 30 years down the line. What you thinking about right now, what got you all in a whirl and a swirl, it doesn't matter. You could get to A to D in a smoother way without worrying. I know. I know it's hard. But surrendering, if we want to be spiritual, we have to lean on spirit. We have to lean on God, lean on our ancestors, okay? Because they got us. They got us. We hold too much of that energy in ourselves, and that makes us sick, makes us too stressed out. You can't do that, my group number twos. All right, this is purple. Develop, what it say? Develop mental clarity. Come on, develop mental clarity. So you want to incorporate this color, maybe this weekend, maybe throughout the spring season. Purple. This is like crown chakra, third eye energy. Okay, this is what you're working on. Literally, I just said like the whole mental. You have to work through that. So the number here is 39. That's 12. Reduces to 3, which gives me mind, body, spirit, again, or mind, body, soul. So really working on starting with the root chakra, root to crown, root to crown, working through all the chakra points to balance yourself, okay? To be in a state of peace, okay? This is the Black Moon astrology. Then I'll talk about stability, earth, stability. Okay, it came out in reverse. I'm not looking at these in reverse, but that makes sense. It's kind of confirming that you want more stability in your life and all that. But I will say keep going. Really working on your mentality, because the mind can put us in. It can get us tripped up. It can get us tripped up to the point where we think something is happening, but it's really not. You know, we perceive something a certain way, but if we just change our perspective, then we can go through life way easier. So stability is here to say, it goes, this was number 38, the other one was 39. So you might have to take a step back. May have to take a step back in order to assess where you want to go to move forward. Okay? We think of things as linear, but it's jagged. There's obstacles, there's loop de loops, everything that we have to do in order for us to learn. I'll be honest with y'all. I was hit with some obstacles, a lot of obstacles in these past couple of months. Thought some things were gonna go the way I wanted, but it didn't. You know, lit candles, did it spell, did what in the bag, didn't happen. And yes, I was sad through tantrums. But guess what? I said these are lessons. There's more for me to learn. And though it's still a process, just being open to that has helped in this evolution. So don't, if you are in this group number 2, just know that everything's gonna be okay. Okay? We have 2 more cards. So this one is adversity. Adversity. It says I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Come on, y'all. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And how can we grow if we don't go through, hardships or the struggle? Now, I mean, we don't want to go through them, right? But at the same time, if we approach them in a different way, then we know that when life takes us one way, it's preparing us for the windfall. Okay? So just be on the lookout for that windfall. And the last card, yes, group number 2, divine timing. Divine timing. Come on. It's right. You have to learn. You have to grow, and you'll get it in divine time. It says the divine brings things in the timing that we need, not that we want. We need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Yes, so everything that you're going through right now, group number 2, is propelling you to get in that sweet spot, that divine timing where what you wanted to manifest will come into fruition. But remember, you have to take action. Okay, Ace of Fire. You might feel defeated, but you have to muster up that passion, that strength, that fire within you to activate these other elements within, right? Um, Sunstone is really your crystal. If you um if you have clear quartz, you might want to activate it to Sunstone. You can visualize Sunstone, or you can go to your local shop and buy some for the Spring Equinox. So that will really help bring clarity, bring energy, bring life to you. Okay. So, okay, my group number twos. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, share, comment, all that stuff. Okay. Good. And lastly, we have group number three, Tiger's Eye. Let's go. Tiger's Eye. So, I got these tarot cards mixed in with the oracle. All right. All right, Spirit. What messages do you have for my group number threes? What do they need to know right now? I heard take them. Okay. All right. So we got Page of Water, but just like group number two, but it's upright. Then we have Ten of Fire in reverse, Six of Fire, and it leads us to the Nine of Earth or Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this. I really feel like that there's a release going on with this Ten of Fire here. This is where I'm being brought to first. This Ten of Fire here. There might have been some things that you worked on. Yeah, that you worked on and you want to just let that all go. But I'm getting a sense of, instead of throwing everything away, that you should still keep it. Okay? Still keep it. Don't throw all that you've learned away. All that you have put forth, all your energy, because fire is an energy source. It's not in vain, right? I feel like it was a false start to it, so you still had to reassess and learn some things. Here with the Page of Water, this is saying for me that you're still working through some inner child issues, that you're actually more content with the things that have happened in your childhood, and you're not letting that affect you in the present moment, which is beautiful. And but at the same time, things that you have learned, there's still some good things that you learned in your past that can still help you progress forward. So don't forget about them, okay? And then Six of Fires here to say that there's harmony in this, okay? And what you're birthing during this spring equinox, there's harmony here, okay? And that your passion, your purpose, your desires, what you're doing is going to take flight, okay? It's going to take flight. You're going to soar, okay? Because you're putting towards that Mars energy, that action, right? Towards doing it. I feel like you're going to be more focused, more driven, okay? And also, it's I feel like the big one is like it's just like inflated with clarity and truth, and knowing who you are, and knowing that you're magical, and knowing that what you're doing here, the inner work that you're doing is going to bring you to fulfillment. Okay? Nine of Earth, fulfillment. Okay? Just a lot of independent work. Okay? With the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you might be a business owner or maybe trying to start a business. So working through that will really help. Okay? This is going to, the fire inside, your passion is going to get you to fulfillment. Okay? Your passion is going to bring you to fulfillment. Um, there's growth here. But remember that earth energy is the slowest moving energy. Okay? It takes time to develop, it takes time to grow. But don't forget, oh, there's something that it's a passion that you've had as a child that you've neglected, and you put on a back burner because of life. And you probably picked up more passions, but how can you infuse those? I feel like this is like, don't give up on everything you've learned and everything that you loved since you were a child. The things that bring you joy and happiness, the things that ignite your flame, are things that are going to make you feel fulfilled in a way that you will start reaping the benefits of wealth and abundance. Okay? So you might need to think creatively. Fire is also creative um, work. How can you fuse these together? How can you work with what you got, where you want to go, and also the things that were really a part of your childhood that you really enjoyed, your passion in? Because I really do feel like your initial, what did you want to be when you grew up? And it could be like, oh, an astronaut or anything like that. Then that means you like the stars. So you're probably getting into astrology, things like that, fusing that stuff together in order for you to get the best solution to being fulfilled in life. Okay, finding your purpose. If you are confused about your purpose, definitely tap in to where what you liked as a child. Okay, all right. Got your oracle cards here. This is It's always an interesting card for me. Look at that. I feel like looking at this now, I feel like this is your spirit going around and circling your focal point, which is what I can't even see from trying to go here, your focal point of, it's like a seed, just like springtime, right? We're planting seeds. You have to, in order for and I can kind of see the flower. This is completely new way of seeing it now. Um, Yeah, your energy has to go into the seed, which is your intention, which is your passion. That's how you continue to plant it. And once you plant it, it will, like I would say, expand or explode, but it will radiate, right? And it's kind of giving me these same rays from the Six of Fire. I know y'all can't see that from here, but it's like rays of light going through here. But yeah, you and I can see why y'all have this tiger's eye, having that focus, having that drive to really work on your passions. You probably put your passions on the back burner because you feel like you don't have enough time, but you need to make time for them, because that will help you feel much better, get you out of a dark place. And I say dark, and here is black. All right, incorporate this powerful color in your practice, or this weekend. It says find richness from the dark night. Find richness from the dark night. Okay, so working with your shadow self. You probably have already done that, or you might be trying to do some shadow work now. So just finding that when you go in that place and it's dark, embrace that, because what you're getting out of it, you're learning in order for you to bring it to the light, and that can fuel you in having a more fruitful life. All right, this is 28. The number is 10, so it's completion, right? This will make you complete and whole, is learning this aspect of yourself. Okay, so making sure you incorporate black. And then we have Gemini. I think, I think. So this is putting your mind to the test, okay? Thinking of new and innovative ways on how you can really achieve your goals. You might have different perspectives. You might be indecisive. Also, what I'm getting, because it's like you want something one way, but then it's like, I don't know. You might be doubting yourself, okay? But knowing that doubt is not going to get you in a place where you want. You might also be a musician. You might love music. I'm saying I didn't want to say that when I first seen the Ten of Fire because it has music. She's burning music, and the Gemini. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a little tiny harp. So this is the second music reference here. So music might have been a monumental or very big part of your life, especially as a child. You probably wanted to be. I wanted to say pop star because I was like, this is kind of hitting close to home, but I can see that because I like in here I picked number 3. So yeah, so getting outside of your head and knowing that what you're doing and fulfillment, I would say fulfillment doesn't necessarily have to mean monetization. I know, I know, that hurts. but but it will get there, right? So letting go of the outcome, enjoying yourself, come approaching your passion in a freeing way will help your creativity to flourish. Okay? And using maybe your darkness to fuel you, using some hurt, that some past thing that you need to release it in your art, release it in your poetry, anything creative type thing that you're wanting to do, release it in that way. And you're also contributing to the world because we are all connected and we all can pretty much relate, right? All right, we have a couple of more cards here. Success, success, success. So pretty much just know that if you go in this direction, right, if you follow your path, that you will be successful. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Beautiful. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Let love fuel you. I'm also getting the same seed with the ray shooting, kind of still getting that same energy from here. So letting your spirit nurture your goals or nurture what you're wanting to bring forth, what you're wanting to create, and let love. Did you see that light blink? Okay. Let the love fuel you, and that's when you'll find your fulfillment, your success. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about the monetization. Don't worry about the money right now. Trust that it all will come. Okay? That's beautiful. And then the final card here, creative blocks. I can't make this up, y'all. Can't make this up. And even when I pre-shuffled, I wasn't looking at them. Okay. All right. It says, if you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. We put so much stress on ourselves, right? To get things right. You might suffer from perfectionism. It says, I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. So, approaching your creativity, approaching your passions by giving it to the divine, letting yourself co-create with the universe, and not put so much stress on yourself to produce something that people will like. Because when you do that, I mean, yeah, people might like you, but at the same time, you're causing yourself way more stress than you need to. It just take it a step at a time. Take it a step at a time, and all will be well. Okay. So yeah, this is what I have. Group number threes for the spring equinox. I'm so happy to be here. I hope you all enjoyed. You might want to definitely incorporate Tiger's Eye for the spring equinox or throughout the spring season to keep that focus. Okay. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Really, or if you want to go back to pile number 2 or 1, you can catch it on a replay. And yeah, if you want to get into the personal reading bag, definitely check out my website, my link tree. All that information is there for you. Okay, and I hope you all have a wonderful time this weekend. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.